Why do Hollow Knight speedrunners purposefully waste time upgrading their nail? Getting stronger gear where you can is always a good idea in speedruns, and well, just gaming in general. When it comes to speedrunning, you have to balance the time it takes you to get that upgrade with how much it's actually going to speed up the run. Because if going out of your way actually loses time in the long run, then what's the point? And this is the exact internal conflict in the Hollow Knight speedrunning community. See, right at the start of the speedrun, you can complete a strategy called I Boulder, which involves dying on purpose to allow your shade to hit you into the boulder so that you can hit it back with your nail. This usually would be the point in the run that stops you from continuing if you didn't have the Vengeful Spirit spell, as you need to get past this guy to unlock the dash ability. But by completing this I Boulder strategy, you can completely negate the need to waste time killing the False Knight and going through the Shaman maze in order to unlock this ability. However, this creates a much bigger problem later on. Damage. See, your nail in a speedrun is unupgraded, so it does 5 damage to enemies, whereas a Vengeful Spirit spell, in combination with the Shaman Stone that runners have to pick up, deals 20 damage, 4 times the damage of the nail. So you can see where the most amount of runners' damage comes from. So therefore, if you choose to skip Vengeful Spirit, you end up in a huge damage deficit, which slows down the run tremendously at every single boss fight in the game. And there are quite a few boss fights in this game, but the most important factor is that you cannot 2-cycle Umu, which is extremely important as Umu becomes invincible for long periods of time during her fight. So if you don't complete the 2-cycle, you could lose an insane amount of time. So this, along with I Boulder being just really hard, is why a lot of speedrunners prefer skipping I Boulder and choosing to get Vengeful Spirit instead. However, if you would rather stay on this technically faster I Boulder route, like the world record does, then a thing most runners do is run all the way left in the City of Tears to the Nailsmith, and then have to run all the way back, spending their money at the Nailsmith that would be used on the Shaman Stone in a regular run on a 4 damage boost to their nail, which allows bosses to be completed in almost half the time that it would take without the upgrade, and most importantly, allowing Umu to be 2-cycled.